And the Guga gang already in full force behind one of the baselines. A hot day to be out there cheering.
Receive.
So Gusavo Kuerten wins the coin toss, but elects to receive. So they'll put the pressure on the Tommy Haas serve to begin this match. However, the players now will go through a little bit of a warm-up period before they begin. Gusavo Kuerten, one of the more exciting players on the tour. We thought we'd put together a little package of things for you to watch involving Gusavo Kuerten's style of play. Gusavo Kuerten, one of the most popular tennis players on the planet. Draws a crowd everywhere he goes, not just because of his tennis abilities, but because he's genuinely a nice guy.
We're extremely happy that you could have joined us this afternoon.
See up there in the top half of your screen, that Guga gang behind that baseline. And they have not stopped cheering since he walked on the court. For the Roddick match, they began too early, so they would cheer for a while, and then they'd realize he wasn't coming out, and then they'd stop. And then they'd think he's coming out, so then they'd start again. And then they'd stop. So by the time he actually got on the court, I think they were worn out.
These Tennis Masters Series Cup title in 2000 are represented by the shields on the front of his bench. This year, he has won numerous titles, including Roland Garros and Tennis Masters Series Monte Carlo, and was a finalist at Tennis Masters Series Rome. He is ranked number 2 in the ATP Champions race. In Cincinnati, he has amassed a 10-3 record, reached the semifinals in 2000, which is a tour best and 97. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the number 1 seed from
46 and 8. Has won 18 of his last 20 matches, and there's a look at those 5 titles. Here in Cincinnati, 10-3, his best result last year, a semifinal run in Cincinnati. The year before, he was a quarterfinalist here in Ohio.
In 1999, and in the Tennis Masters Series, he was a quarterfinalist at Hamburg and Paris in 1999, and a semifinalist in Hamburg in 1997.
Back-to-back French Open titles this year.
In 2001, he advanced to the semifinals at Tennis Masters Series Canada and won a title at the International Series event at Adelaide. He is
champions of all time.
in the number 30 position of the ATP Champions race, and he's making his 3rd appearance in Cincinnati. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the number 1 player in Germany.
Let's not forget about Tommy Haas, a very tough opponent here in the second round for Gusavo Kuerten. Haas, 23 years old, lives down in Florida. Of course, he is a German. Currently 22nd in the ATP Champions race, turned pro back in '96.
Again, if you did
2 singles titles in his career, including one to begin this year in Adelaide.
And children.
First tournament of the year for Haas, and he came out a winner.
Babies with you. Let's be extra careful. The tournament medical staff has asked us to pay particular attention to these individuals. Ushers, if you will please also keep your eyes open for anyone
32-15 this year for Tommy Haas. As I mentioned, that title in Adelaide, semi-finalist in Memphis, and last week in Montreal. 6-3 overall here in Cincinnati. Last year he had to skip this event because of a back problem. But he is seeking his third straight appearance in the third round here at the Tennis Masters Series event in Cincinnati,
The tournament
Ohio.
director has reminded us that cell phones are not permitted.
2 minutes.
If you have your cell phone with you, please locate it.
These two guys have played before. In fact, this will be the 6th meeting between the two. The last meeting coming 2 weeks ago in the quarterfinals in Los Angeles. Gusavo Kuerten won that one straight sets, 6-3, 6-3. Haas, his only victory against Kuerten was last year at the Tennis Masters Series event in Indian Wells. He won that in 2 tiebreak sets, 7-6, 7-6. And our umpire for this match, we've already seen him once, Steve Ulrich. Familiar face on the tour. Ulrich sounds like he's doing a radio broadcast when he calls out the scores. He really is one of the clearer speaking umpires, almost like he's broadcasting. See, the stadium court is emptied out a little bit following the last match between Kiefer and Martin.
1 minute.
Just confirmation of who we will be seeing shortly. Gusavo Kuerten, #1 seed here in Cincinnati, taking on the rising Tommy Haas. Still a hot, hazy day here in Cincinnati, but it is a little cloudier than usual. There is a cold front coming in the end of the week, so by the weekend temperatures will be in the low 80s. But today expected in the mid-90s with the heat index over 100 degrees.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kuerten won the toss and chose to receive.
Tommy Haas has had a very good run here over the last 3 weeks. One of those reasons is because he has gotten back together with that man, Red Aim. Heard him commentate on a few of our matches last week and this week.
Time.
But since he took back over Tommy Haas coaching duties, Haas went to the quarterfinals, of course, in Los Angeles, and then the semifinals last week in Montreal. And Larry Passos, Gusavo Kuerten's coach, longtime coach of Kuerten. So we've introduced you to all the main characters this afternoon, and now we're ready to play some tennis.
Ready for play.
Gusavo Kuerten won the toss, elected
Seats,
to
please.
receive.
Thank you.
Tommy Haas will
First
serve
set.
to begin the
Haas to
match.
serve.
Haas, bottom of your screen. Kuerten at the top. The wind has picked up down on the court, so it'll be interesting to see how that affects play. So Haas starts out quickly, 2 quick points.
Love.
Tommy Haas closes out his first service game with an ace, and he leads 1-love here in the first set against the #1 seed.
Tennis Masters Series Cincinnati is proud to recognize its tournament sponsors, T-Mobile, Homemade Premium Ice Cream, United Dairy Farms.
Haas was on the court yesterday playing Chris Woodruff, a qualifier here. Haas won that one easily 4-2. One of the more anticipated matches of the tournament in the first round. Gusavo Kuerten had to take on American Andy Roddick, a guy he lost to last week in 3 sets, but Roddick rolled his ankle, and Kuerten had little trouble disposing of the American in straight sets.
15. 15 all.
First time either one has lost a point on serve here early in the match. With a big answer to a long point. Gets it back to 30 all. Both players really going for the sharp angles off the backhand side. And then Haas hits this one a little too short. And Kuerten with the drop shot. So a chance to hold now for Gusavo Kuerten. Just long, so Kuerten struggling in his first service game. Hits that a little long, and Kuerten with his second opportunity to hold. Service game, and it's 1-all here in the first set. Kuerten looking down to the end where his legions of fans are. He'll be facing them this game. Tommy Haas watched the end erotic Gusavo Kuerten from the stands on Monday.
15.
And as a matter of fact, his coach Red Aim came up here in the broadcast booth for that match. So they were both keeping their eye on the Kuerten-Roddick match in anticipation of beating Chris Woodruff. And that's how it happened for Haas.
$15.
Tommy Haas with his second ace already here in the match. 122 miles per hour. It's his fastest serve of the day so far.
Left versus.
Doing a good job moving Kuerten around the court. Kuerten just hasn't seemed to find the range yet. He's already committed 3 unforced errors, but has not hit a winner yet. So Red and Tommy have obviously come up with a pretty good strategy so far.
The game, Haas.
So Tommy Haas holds easily in his 2 service games, and he goes up 2-1 here in the first set. Of course, Gusavo Kuerten, the #1 seed in this event, but that statistic is going to have to improve if he hopes to get through to the 3rd round.
Heat and children, if you have children or babies with you, please take a few moments. Let's check them constantly throughout the day. As adults and older adults.
So Gusavo Kuerten, the #1 seed. The 2nd and 3rd seeds already out of this event this week. Juan Carlos Ferrero will be in action a little bit later today, as will Leighton Hewitt. Kafelnikov has already won. And you see some of those other seeds out. Enquist, Johansson, Ferreira, and Herbati have all gone home. Still pretty wide open. Not as many seeds have lost as early this week as they did last week in Montreal. Gusavo Kuerten taken out last week in the round of 16 by Andy Roddick. If he can get to the semifinals, he will pass Andre Agassi at the top of the ATP Champions race. Players time and time again taking the towels out of ice water and covering their heads with them during the changeovers. They've got the fans on the players as well, as you saw. So Gusavo Kuerten will be trying to stay on serve here in the first set. Struggled a bit on his first service game.
Seats please, ready for play.
Good start for Kuerten. And that is his first winner of the match. Now, Tommy Haas has been working the backhand of Kuerten here early in this match. Finally gets a ball he can come in off of, and then drops it. Overruling. He will replay the point. Linesman called it out. Ulrich saying it was on the line. So as a result of this ball being called out and then overruled, we'll now replay the point at 15 all.
Correction, 30-15.
So another overrule. Haas checking out the mark.
Can't be sure that's the mark.
Steve Ulrich saying, "Are you sure that's the mark?" That's not the way he saw it. So it goes down as an ace for Kuerten, and it's 30-15. Well, Kuerten serving and volleying, trying to sneak into the net. Not quite the drop volley skills of a Pete Sampras or Pat Rafter. Well, Kuerten has come out flat on both of his service games. And Tommy Haas now has his first opportunity to break here early in this first set. Good serve from Kuerten, 114 miles an hour. Just enough to throw Haas off, so we go to deuce. Kuerten saves one break point. After facing a break point, closes the game out with two aces, and it's 2-all here in the first set. Gusavo Kuerten has won 18 of his last 20 matches. Andre Agassi breaking a 15-match win streak in Los Angeles 2 weeks ago. And then, of course, he lost another one to Roddick last week. Kuerten has been so hot since the French Open.
Good team.
Haas has just rolled through his previous two service games, now looking like he may do the same in his third. And that is the first point Tommy Haas has dropped on serve. Bad break for Haas as this ball hitting the net threw him off just enough to push it a little wide.
Hey. 40-50.
So Tommy Haas, despite losing a couple of points, holds easily. And they're still on serve in the first set. Haas leading 3-2. Tommy Haas, after 5 games, already changing his shirt as the humidity just keeps the sweat pouring out of these guys' bodies. Here's a look at that last point. Haas closes out his service game.
The tournament information booth adjacent to the main entrance of the tennis center. At the information booth, you'll find various souvenir items,
his coach and girlfriend.
including a collector's series of tournament pins.
Nice catch.
The new book, From Ball Court to Center.
What is Red Aim thinking today, though? He's wearing a dark, long-sleeve shirt. Court temperatures are over 100 degrees. He's sitting right down there by the court. I know we've made major advances in the technology of clothing, but it's got to be hot. So Tommy Haas doing a good job so far here in the first set, on serve at 3-2. Haas starting to live up to some of that potential people have been expecting for years. You need the glasses on today if you're going to be out on this court. So Gusavo Kuerten has yet to get out of the service game without it going to deuce. Now serving at 2-3.
15.
Kuerten, who already has 4 aces. Haas going for another backhand winner. Puts it in the net.
Lance, Bruce.
Great return from Haas. It's a really good second serve from Kuerten. But Haas having no problem getting it back over. Kind of surprised Kuerten. 15-30. Wonder why this guy doesn't play Wimbledon. Obviously has the volley skills. He's been a quarterfinalist there. Nice touch.
Game, Kuerten.
And he's got the serve, his 5th ace of the match, and we are on serve here in the first set, 3-all. Kuerten finished the year the #1 player in the world last year, the first Brazilian ever to do that since the ATP began ranking players. #1 in the entry system position, trying to overtake Agassi at #1 in the ATP Champions race this week. Haas, his ranking has jumped up 8 spots since last week's semifinal appearance in Montreal.
15.
3rd ace of the match for Haas. guys have only been on the court 22 minutes, as you can see, and they're in the 7th game of the match, so wasting no time here in this first set. Haas has just dropped 2 points on his first serve here in this first set.
Game Haas.
For Tommy Haas, serving big as his girlfriend Sandy and Renee look on, and he remains on serve, up 4-3 here in the first set. I wonder if Kuerten is rethinking that decision to let Haas serve first here. These guys, of course, participating in the ATP Champions race. As we've mentioned, Gusavo Kuerten needs to get to the semifinals this week to overtake Andre Agassi at the top of that race. Tommy Haas is up to 22nd in the race, which is an 8-spot jump for him. He's 16th in the entry system position. Agassi's out of the tournament, but got a few ties down there at the bottom as well now. And of course, that will all change on Sunday when this tournament is completed. Tommy Haas, however, right now has secured himself of a top 16 seeding if the seeds were done today for the U.S. Open, as his entry system position is up to 16th in the world. Gusavo Kuerten would be the #1 seed at the Open, as he is in this tournament. Interesting statistic about these two: the last 4 sets they have played have all been decided by a score of 6-3. Haas up 4-3. He would need to win the next 2 games to keep that trend going. That was as much on the line as you can be. Take a look at this. Big forehand. I mean, just splits them. So it looks like the 6-3 trend over the last 4 sets these two have played may be coming to an end as a result of this point. Kuerten now up 40-love.
game, Kuerten.
So Kuerten holds 4-all.
4 games on.
Well, for such a tight first set, it has progressed rapidly. Because both of these guys have been serving big, but Tommy Haas, 80% first serves. If he can do that, I would think he should win this match.
Hey. 15.
Ace number 6 for Haas, and of those first serves he's boomed in. He's only dropped 2 points here in the first set. Jumps out quickly to 30 love.
40.
Just missed.
Last seconds. Game, Haas.
So Tommy Haas is putting on a serving exhibition, but we remain on serve here in the first set. Haas leading 5-4. Will now force Gusavo Kuerten to try to stay in this first set.
As Mercedes-Benz worldwide sponsor and official car.
Tommy Haas in the Tennis Masters Series this year is, before we get to that, look at his service profile. 75% first serves. Unbelievable. He's only dropped 2 points off the first serve.
Winning 39 press awards, including North American
Haas coming off his finest Tennis Masters Series performance of the year. Gusavo Kuerten. That's not too bad either. 58% first serve percentage. Anytime you're around the 60% mark, you're hitting it well off that first serve. He's won 80% of his first serve points. He has 5 aces. Both men have served the ball 123 miles an hour today. The fastest serve from each of them. Of course, Kuerten has already won the Tennis Masters Series title this year, won in Monte Carlo, then followed that up with a runner-up to finish in Rome. So we're here in the first set in Cincinnati, Ohio, on a day when the fans and players are baking in this heat and humidity. And so far, we're on serve 5-4 in the first set. Tommy Haas leads.
Thank you. Ready for play.
Nice.
15 left.
Kuerten with a clay court point here. Just dumps the forehand drop shot over the net. Haas does a pretty good job trying to get to it though, but it's 15 love.
$30-15.
Well, Haas not happy with that call. But it goes down in the books as ace number 6 for Gusavo Kuerten. for 7. No double faults.
Game, Kuerten.
So Kuerten takes the lead in the ace race. He's got 8 to Haas' 7, 3 that game. And we're all square at 5-all here in the first set. The story of this set so far has been the serve. Only one break point has been seen by either player. Tommy Haas had a break point against Kuerten back in his first service game, but could not convert.
15 left.
Ties Kuerten in the ace department. That was just 110 miles an hour, but at a nice angle. Kuerten couldn't touch it. 30-15. Wow. Tommy Haas is playing some great tennis here in this first set against the number 1 seed. Interesting looking shot selection there. Follows it up with a nice drop volley, and that was hit from above his shoulder, which is a tough ball to drop off of. So Haas with a chance to get to 6-5 here in the first set. And does so emphatically. Ace number 9 for Tommy Haas. Kuerten once again will have to serve to try to stay in this first set. Well, this is the first day of the second round here in Cincinnati. We've got some results so far to this point to show you. Kenny Kafelnikov beat Fabrice Santoro 1-4 earlier today. Tim Henman over young Tyke Lee 3-3. Nicholas Kiefer in a match we saw here on the stadium court in 3 sets over Todd Martin. And one name to add to that list, American Jan Michael Gamble has just defeated Yuri Novak 7-6, 6-2. But this match very much undecided at the moment, as we are in the first set on serve, where the serve has been big from both players. They have combined for 17 total aces. Haas with 9, Kuerten with 8. And Gusavo Kuerten now will be serving at 5-6.
Time.
Kuerten was a little shaky on his first 2 service games, but then settled down and has had no trouble since then. As you can see, the serve has ended the points quickly. Just 37 minutes on court so far.
15.
It just keeps going. Number 9 for Kuerten.
15.
Well, that is the first double fault of the match from either player. See, winners and unforced errors exactly the same. What happened there? Let's see if we can take another look at this and see. Still don't know how he did that.
40-15.
Kuerten takes advantage, and he's up 40-15, trying to get this first set into a tiebreaker. Just wide. Second double fault of the game for Kuerten. Still has a point, however, to hold and push this into a tiebreaker.
Deuce.
So Tommy Haas has brought it back to deuce. Kuerten was up 40-15 this game. And Haas all of a sudden is 2 points away from winning this set. Each time he's been called for a foot fault in this set, he has hit the serve out. So Tommy Haas will see his second break opportunity of the first set and his first set point. Big second serve from Kuerten, though, fights off that set point. Oh, he's frustrated with himself. Ace number 10 for Gusavo Kuerten, now with a chance to hold. He was up 40-15. This has been, couldn't get it done. Now another chance to hold serve. Third double fault of the game. This is almost like Kuerten's first service game of the match. Too good. Haas is looking at the line, but that ball was in. Great shot here from Gusavo Kuerten. So Gusavo Kuerten almost lost the set, but comes away with the game. 6-all. We'll play a tiebreaker. These two have played 3 previous tiebreakers before, and Tommy Haas has won all 3. It's their overall tiebreak record, which is a little surprising. Tommy Haas has only lost 5 points on his serve in the entire first set.
He got it, but Kuerten there with the answer. Much to the delight of the fans.
1-0, Kuerten.
So this is just the 6-point loss on the Haas serve, but it gives Gusavo Kuerten a mini break here in this tiebreaker. First point of the breaker. Again, Kuerten has never taken a tiebreaker off of Tommy Haas. Well, this has been Tommy Haas's shot of preference when he comes to the net today. He's used that drop volley several times, and it levels this tiebreaker at 1-all. Well, he didn't do enough with his drop shot. He left it up too high in the air. Kuerten was able to get it back. So immediately Kuerten went from being on the defensive to the offensive. And it's now 2-1. Haas lead, or Kuerten leading here in this tiebreaker. On serve, however, each player opened with a mini break.
Haas.
The players will change sides. Every 6 points, they switch ends. Gusavo Kuerten yesterday, or after the Roddick match, I should say, on Monday, he was asked if he thought the players would still come to this event if it weren't a Tennis Masters Series tournament because of the heat and humidity, and he said he thought they would because of the tradition of this tournament. This tournament has been in existence for over 100 years old. I wonder if these guys had a side bet over who could hit more aces. Kuerten now with 11. Gives him a 4-3 lead here in the tiebreaker. big point because now Haas is down. Great looking shot, but hit the high part of the net. And now Haas down a mini break here in the tiebreaker again, 3-5.
5-4.
So Gusavo Kuerten can close out the first set on his serve. So Gusavo Kuerten now with a couple of set points. Tommy Haas has had one set point so far. He could not convert on it. And now Gusavo Kuerten serving for the first set. Smashes his racket to the court as Gusavo Kuerten in a great first set comes through, winning his first tiebreaker against Tommy Haas. Haas is furious, slammed his racket down on the court. Now when he went to the changeover, threw the racket down once again. And you see the calmness of Gusavo Kuerten on the other side. Some high quality tennis in that first set.
Umbrellas are not permitted in the arena. Umbrellas are not permitted in the arena.
Here's that last point. It's Kuerten. After 50 minutes, realizes he's just won the first set. He's pretty calm about it, but his coach a little more animated. And of course is the reaction from Tommy Haas, understandably so. An unbelievably even first set. Unfortunately, one of them had to win it. This is how the statistics look. 76% of his first serves in from Tommy Haas, 57% from Kuerten. But look at the aces, 20 combined between the two. No double faults from Haas. Winners and unforced errors, really not much between them. And in total points, Tommy Haas actually won one more point than Gusavo Kuerten did in that first set. But that happens sometimes because Haas at first was holding serve much easier than Kuerten. So a dead even first set ends in a tiebreaker. The number one seed Gusavo Kuerten up 7-6. Kuerten will open the second set serving. We allowed Tommy Haas to begin the match.
Seats, please. Thank you. Second set.
Let's see how the young German responds to losing that set despite playing so well. Kuerten to serve. First point, second set. ace number 12 for Kuerten, so his serve continuing to stay hot. Wow. I don't think Tommy Haas moved. Well, that's about as easy as it gets.
First game, second set.
Gusavo Kuerten with no trouble in the first game of the second set. Players will switch ends without taking a break. And let's see if Tommy Haas can continue his hot serving as well. Still no breaks of serve here in this match.
The 2002 tennis match for Surrey Cincinnati tickets are on sale now at the 2002 ticket sales booth just inside the main entrance to the tennis complex.
Haas served 76%. His first serves in that first set. Let's see what he does in the second.
15 left. Let's first.
Well, that's the first double fault for Tommy Haas here in the match. Kuerten with 3 in the first set, all coming in the same game. Still with a chance to hold. As you can see or feel, he's a little frustrated out there. This would be a big hold for him, just to get that first set going in a positive direction. Excuse me, the second set.
And
that's one way to do it. Ace number 10 for Tommy Haas.
1 game.
So we stay without a break here in this match. It's 1-all here in the second set.
Love 15.
Kuerten has shown Tommy Haas 2 break opportunities here in this match.
Well,
Haas rushes this one a little bit. Kuerten spots him still running and puts it out of reach. Big shot from Kuerten.
40-50.
Winner number 23 in the match for Gusavo Kuerten comes across his body and puts it into the opposite court. Haas slipped a little bit. Kuerten sees the opportunity by coming into the net, knocks off the volley, and we stay on serve here in the second set. Gusavo Kuerten, 2-1. Kuerten has won 4 Tennis Masters Series titles in his career, and of course, last year won the Tennis Masters Cup. He was the year to become the #1 ranked player in the world. Let's take a look at some of the Kuerten winners from so far today.
Cincinnati Time Systems, Disco Turf, Total Tennis Incorporated,
24
Delta Airlines Incorporated, X-Connects and Toshiba, Miller Valentine Group, John Morrell and Company, and O'Sullivan Sims and Hogan Incorporated. Again, additional reminder, the medical director here at the Tennis Center has asked us to be very cautious of young children and senior citizens as well.
We've had a couple of medical problems today.
Working
on that backhand earlier.
Again, you're under an advisory
He's done a good job of staying away from
plenty
it.
of liquid.
With the forehand,
Seek
running around the
shelter and
backhand.
sun, shade whenever possible.
Gusavo Kuerten, I
Good
mentioned a
balance,
4-time
eye
champion
The
of
big
Tennis
officers of
Masters
those
Series
around
events.
watch for signs of
Last year, winner of
dizziness,
the Tennis
nausea,
Masters Cup.
listlessness. If so, get them and or yourself to the first aid facility
Time.
between center court and grandstand. Thank you.
Passos looks on. Tommy Haas serving from behind here in the second set. He served from ahead in the first. Either way, it hasn't mattered so far as neither player is broken. New balls from Tommy Haas.
$15.
Wow.
30 left.
Haas with the big backhand down the line right here. Whew. All in a day's work. 30 love.
$30-15.
Tommy Haas has now served a double fault in each of his service games here in the second set. Went through the entire first set without a double fault.
$40-15.
So Tommy Haas finishes off the game with his 11th ace.
2 games up.
And we remain on serve 2-all here in the second set. Haas has been a 2-time semifinalist of Tennis Masters Series events, trying to find his first title, but he has something Gusavo Kuerten doesn't have, and that's a silver medal from the Olympics. Haas is silver medalist in Sydney last year.
15.
In that silver medal match, we lost to Kafelnikov in 5 sets in a match that lasted 3 hours and 35 minutes.
Thank you.
Ow! 15.
So Gusavo Kuerten giving Haas a little bit of an opening here in this service game. Haas has had 2 break points in the match. Kuerten has yet to see one against the Haas serve. Kuerten has found a way to serve himself out of him, though. So again, Kuerten coming up with the big serves, and he'll have a chance to hold. So Gusavo Kuerten hangs on. He leads 3-2.
Kuerten leads 3 games to 2.
His brother Rafael, who looks after his business matters. Just like we saw yesterday, the players and coaches having fun in the stands. There is Tommy Haas's girlfriend Cindy and coach on the left, Red Ain. Yesterday we saw Pete Sampras's wife and coach laughing, having a great time in the stands for the entire match. A little more tension from that box today. So we remain on serve here in the second set. Tommy Haas will be serving at 2-3. Kuerten has a postage stamp with his image on it back in Brazil. Huge celebrity there. The Michael Jordan of Brazil.
15.
So Haas now 1 ace away from tying Kuerten. He has 12 at the moment.
$30. $40 left.
Tommy Haas with a love hold. And it's 3-all in the second. This is one of those matches where you don't really have to say very much because the action is speaking for itself. Both of these guys serving big.
Lent versus. Love 15.
Tommy Haas challenging the baseline skills of Kuerten, comes away with a point. Tommy Haas with a little cat and mouse action.
Love 30.
Draws Kuerten into the net. Comes away with the backhand pass. So now love 30. Once again, every time it looks like Tommy Haas has a little bit of an opening on the Kuerten serve, he's come up with a big serve. Ace number 14 for Kuerten, third of this set.
Mein Gott, wirklich! Scheiße!
30 all.
Frustrating for Haas. He's seen so few opportunities. Well, it gives Tommy Haas another break opportunity. His third of the match. Each time, Kuerten's come up big.
Deuce.
Haas continuing to have a conversation with himself. Seen his third break opportunity go away with no result. Oh, well, second opportunity for Haas this game. Break point again for Tommy Haas. No breaks of serve here in this match. Still no breaks.
Deuce.
Haas pretending to push this racket through his body like a sword.
Advantage Kuerten.
So Gusavo Kuerten holds off 2 break points. And Tommy Haas loses the record once again. So we remain on serve here in the second set.
Ladies and gentlemen, Tennis Masters Series Cincinnati thanks you for your support.
Gusavo Kuerten again
Medical Center
coming out of a tight situation.
Of the Tennis Masters Series Cincinnati. For 26 consecutive years, the tournament has benefited children. Last year's gift, more than 325,000.
Playing the #1 player in the world. He's had 4 break chances.
Largest gift since it began in 1974. Brings total contribution from the tournament to more than $4.6 million. Thank you, fans.
Tommy Haas still on serve, so no harm done. At worst, we would end up in another tiebreaker at the moment.
Ushers, if you will, please. Umbrellas are not
Haas has had a very good tiebreak record against Gusavo Kuerten. That one that Kuerten won, the first one he's ever taken against Tommy Haas. These fans enjoying the tennis, they are faithful to this event. With conditions like they are, a lot of people would just stay home, watch it on television. These people have come out in this high heat and humidity and seem to be enjoying themselves. Great quality tennis here on the stadium court this afternoon. This has been a very good match so far. We're on serve in the second set. Gusavo Kuerten, as you saw on your screen, won the first in a tiebreaker. Two players have combined for 27 aces.
Oh. 15.
Blisters the backhand. Too much pace for Kuerten to handle. Even in slow motion, this one's going to look pretty fast. Take a look at that. Both men with 5 more winners than unforced errors. Each man has also won 63 points to this point. Excellent return from Kuerten. This gives Kuerten his 64th point of the match and a 1-point lead. As we're at 30-all, 3-4 on serve.
Let.
That's his first break point of the entire match. And if he can convert on this one, he would then serve for the match. Big serve from Haas, ace, number 14. Some great response from Tommy Haas. Good job from Haas, because the ball Kuerten hit was a mishit, had all kinds of spin on it, and Haas came in and cut it off quickly. And now Tommy Haas, who has fought off one break point, now has a chance to hold and keep this second set on serve. Double fault. Third of the match for Haas, but at a terrible time. Haas with again a chance to hold. Big shot for Tommy Haas, and he holds serve. It's 4-all in the second set.
4 games out.
Kuerten had his first break opportunity of the match in that game, couldn't come through. Going for a little too much on that shot. It's number 15 for Kuerten. First double fault for Kuerten this set, fourth of the match. Extremely difficult shot to hit. Flicks the wrist and gets the cross-court winner. Kuerten still with a point to hold serve and move to 5-4 here in the second. And he does. So Tommy Haas will be serving to stay in the match. They're on serve. Haas will be serving at 4-5. The winner of this match will take on the winner of the Goran Ivanisevic-Nicholas Escudé match tomorrow.
Play the matches game.
These two will be playing later
the
today.
correct scores of matches, and you can win a prize. It's free to play.
Ivanisevic suffering from some heat exhaustion in his opening round win that came through in 3
It's a great
sets.
game. It's fun. And see
These
how
guys
close
doing
you can
everything they
get.
can to prevent the heat
Correct
from
score.
getting the best of them. See the closeness of this match. The
Again,
figure
the
has
tournament medical
fluctuated
team
back and forth
has
between each
had a
player.
couple of problems with small children. If you have children with you, babies especially, let's be extremely cautious today.
Gusavo Kuerten.
Shade is much more important.
27 total winners.
Again, the
Look
umbrella
at all those
rule
off the serve.
inside the
20
main
of his
court
27
is
have
in
come either
force.
off of the serve or net play.
The chair has asked us to have you lower your umbrellas, please.
Tommy Haas, almost just as good. 25 total winners,
Ushers, if you would, please.
18 of which have come from the serve or the net.
Time.
So very high quality tennis match for these fans to watch this afternoon. Had some cloud cover earlier, but now the sun in full force out here on the stadium court in Cincinnati, Ohio. Second Tennis Masters Series event in a row. Last week we were in Montreal, Canada. This is the 7th Tennis Masters Series event of the year. Stuttgart and Paris coming up in the fall. So Tommy Haas serving to stay in the match at 4-5.
15 left.
Kuerten trying to thread the needle on that passing shot, just wide. Haas playing just a great match so far today. We've seen him lose his composure in the past, but apparently working with Red Aim has settled him down a little bit. He's had some very good results. And he closes out that service game with his 15th ace of the match, and it's 5-all here in the second. And he put down in the corner. I mean, this should be a winner. Kuerten, just with a flick of the wrist, puts that in the other corner. Kuerten going for a lower percentage shot at the net, but all he had to do was drop that over and he had the winner.
30-50.
Ace number 16 for Gusavo Kuerten. Gusavo Kuerten, a point away from making Haas serve to stay in the match one more time. Gusavo Kuerten continues the holding trend. 6-5 here in this second set. Gusavo Kuerten trying to reach at least the semifinals of this event to become #1 in the world in the ATP Champions race. And he has been a champion already in a Tennis Masters Series event this year. That was back in Monte Carlo. And take a look at the other champions from the year. Andre Agassi started out the year with 2 Indian Wells in Miami. Kuerten won Monte Carlo, as I said, and then was defeated in the finals of Rome by Juan Carlos Ferrero. We saw Albert Portas get beat yesterday. And Andre Pavel, the latest Tennis Masters Series champion, who, by the way, has lost today to Max Mirny by a score of 6-1, 6-1. But that Pavel name will never be taken off of that champions list. There's that unbelievable lob. Haas had hit a screamer down that line, and then just with the flick of the wrist, Kuerten got the win. So Tommy Haas will be serving to stay in this match.
Fans, you have been absolutely fantastic here this afternoon. We hope you're enjoying the series. Be cautious of this heat. Plenty of liquids, please.
When Haas has gotten his first serve in this set, he's perfect. He has not dropped a point off of his first serve this entire second set. Another nice backhand winner from Tommy Haas. The backhand has been the shot that has been most lethal for Haas off the ground today.
40 love.
So Tommy Haas now a point away from pushing this second set into a second consecutive tiebreaker. So here we go.
6 games all, tiebreaker.
Kuerten wins this one. The match is over. If Haas wins, we're going to a third set. Gusavo Kuerten will start out the tiebreaker serving. So again, Haas starts the set with a mini break. His backhand, the lethal weapon for Tommy Haas. Well, Tommy Haas has opened up this second set tiebreaker on fire. He leads 2-love. He's hit 2 clean winners to begin the tiebreaker. So Haas wants to keep playing today. Third winner of the tiebreaker for Haas.
3-0 Haas.
And again, off of the backhand. Love 3 is the score here in this second set tiebreaker. Well, this is as many points as Haas won in the first set tiebreaker. He lost that one 7-4. The tables have been turned. Serve from Kuerten, jamming Haas into the body. And that is Gusavo Kuerten's first point of this second set tiebreaker. Not the shot of choice for Tommy Haas. Not sure what he's doing here, trying to end the point. Doesn't even get it up to the net. And the players change ends. Kuerten now down 4-2. Haas jumped on him early, won the first 4 points. Kuerten has won the last 2. Haas has dropped the last 3 points in a row. That gets us back on serve here in this tiebreaker. Wins 4 points in a row, and that's where we stand. Haas taking his time, has gone to get the towel, went from one end of the baseline to the other. Kuerten patiently waiting on him. These two met 2 weeks ago. Kuerten won in straight sets 3-3. Kuerten won the first set tiebreaker today, 7-4. We are on serve, however, here in this tiebreaker. Again, the Haas backhand. Kuerten chips to it, and an easy put away for Haas. A set point. Haas had a set point in the opening set, did not come through. Now Kuerten serving at 5-6 down here in the tiebreaker. Players will change ends. So again, Haas unable to convert on a big point as the Guga fans stay happy. We haven't made a big deal about it, but I should point out that there have been no breaks of serve in this entire match. Tommy Haas has had 4 break points. Kuerten had one. Neither player has been able to break. So that's why we find ourselves in a tiebreaker for the second consecutive set. And it is dead even. Champions are made of. At 6-all in a second set tiebreaker. Kuerten dropping the ball right over the net to get a match point. First match point for Gusavo Kuerten. But Haas will be serving. Just wide. So Kuerten going for the winner to put the match away. Misses just wide. So Haas saves one match point. Tommy Haas has his second set point here in the tiebreaker. Doesn't do enough with the drop shot. And Kuerten stays alive.
8-all.
Haas trying to sneak one in there. Kuerten not fooled. So it's 8-all in the second set tiebreaker. So we see the reaction from the Haas box. Point now for Gusavo Kuerten. His second. And again, Tommy Haas will be serving. Haas has dropped just 1 point this entire set when he gets his first serve in.
Let, second set.
Just in. Wow. That's it.
Set match. Kuerten.
Great match, great tennis. A high level of tennis from both players.
7-6, 7-6.
Gusavo Kuerten wins 2 tie-break sets to take the match. 7-6, 7-6. Wow.
Well, fans, you
Match
couldn't have
lasted an
enjoyed
hour
it
and
better
50
than
minutes.
And we've got one more to go.
No breaks of serve in the entire match, as Gusavo Kuerten lucky to move through to the next round.
If you enjoyed this, our appreciation.
Match stats, look at the serving. 17 aces for Kuerten, 15 for Haas, both with more winners than unforced errors. An even match all the way around. In fact, Tommy Haas won 1 more point than Gusavo Kuerten in the total points category. Here's a look back at some of the many sights from this exciting second round match. No breaks of serve in this match from either player, and that's why you play a tiebreaker. Gusavo Kuerten wins 2 tiebreak sets and gets through to the next round, where he will face the winner of Goran Ivanisevic and Nicholas Escudé. Those two have yet to play